You haven't lived until you've heard the show Americans are talking about. The show that launches its listeners to the height of humanity. The audio hour that travels the landscape of adventure. The sound that comforts more than the clip of your first bolt. It's the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show!
Outdoor Adventure summits the airwaves. This is the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show. I'm your host, R. Brandon Long. I'll play with you for the next about 40 minutes. Todd, it's been like 12 weeks. You believe that?
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm like checking these bags under my eyes. It feels like it has been 12 weeks. It's been a crazy time, but it's good to be back.
Yeah, we went 10 years. Didn't skip a beat very much, and then I needed a break. So we went 10 years. Took a break, about 12 weeks. And so this is our like dipping the toe back in. You know what I'm saying? We're just dipping the toe back in a little bit today. Try it. See how good it can be. It's just like riding a bike. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So on today's show, we'll give you a little weekly happy, a mini on the docket. We do have some in the news worth watching, which is a big deal because tomorrow morning, I don't know how to thank you enough, Todd. You have really good friends. And so we have a massive interview. So we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. A Gear 30 segment, a quote of the week, outdoor jukebox. I'm stoked. Let's get back into it. All this and more on the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show, episode 378, The Return. So let's charge.
Summits with the agility of a mountain goat, flashes routes faster than UPS, is more intimate in the mountains than Jake Gyllenhaal. He's Todd to the top.
All right, Todders. I don't know. It's been like so long that I don't remember what to do anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah. I always thought that there was sort of there was a rhythm. We'll get that rhythm back again. Yeah.
The rhythm back. Yeah. What I have to get used to though, is that my computer hides my Chrome files. And that's what kills me. I don't ever know what happens to my Chrome files. You know,
what you're saying, you need another screen. Do you need another screen like over here? Like it's over here or further around?
Oh, there it is.
Just circle yourself in screens.
All right. So we got to, the weekly happy, right? Let's hit this. Let's do this right here. Winter's coming. I don't know if you're ready for it yet, but winter is, this is Mario Kart on the mountain. This is your weekly happy. I may have shown this before. I don't remember, but we got to do this somewhere like around here. Set up a course.
Are those Mario sound effects?
Those are Mario sound effects.
Where's the turtles? They need to throw little turtles off the back. We need the
turtles for sure. Yeah, and this is great. We had our first person ask for skis today in the shop. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
First person. Go ahead.
Is that sanctioned Mario Kart on that mountain? Is that after hours? Hours?
No, that's after hours. That is definitely no. I believe it's sanctioned. To be honest, if I remember right, I think it was sanctioned. And they did it on purpose. They kind of do a lot of fun stuff there at that particular mountain, if I recall. So that is
is that? I didn't even ask. That Fun Mountain. Is that Fun Mountain?
It's I don't know. What's the Fun Mountain?
Well, obviously they have fun on Fun Mountain. That's basically what I'm getting at. I want to go to Fun Mountain if there's Mario Kart on Fun Mountain.
Yeah, of course. There's always Mario Kart. I don't know why I can't toggle back and forth here. Okay. No guest today, but we do have on the docket. Just wanted to mention real quick that right now it's the Labor Day sale at Gear 30. This is my favorite discount. It's buy 3 dried foods, get 1 free. Because, you need like 4. So, yeah. Buy 3, get 1 free. Also, next Thursday, a week from tonight, it's the Utah Avalanche Center annual fundraiser at Black Diamond headquarters in Salt Lake. I'm your humble host. So come down, come say hi. I'll be emceeing the Utah Avalanche Center party or whatever they call that thing. So it's a fundraiser at the Black Diamond headquarters there in Salt Lake. All right,
Will there be
Indian-
food?
There's always food and there's always beer. I believe it's sponsored by Uinta, if I recall. So that yes, there'll be all the things. Best time of year because it is mating season. I don't know if you knew this, Todd, but it's mating season, and I'll share my screen real quick. Danger.
Oh, jeez.
Bull elk can be dangerous. This is from the stay alert. So if you're in the national parks, this is from Yellowstone. It's elk mating season has begun. Bull elk can be unpredictable and dangerous during this time. Stay alert. People have been severely injured by elk. Elk run quickly and may change direction without warning. Always maintain a distance of at least 2 bus lengths. That's 25 yards from elk. And if an elk charges you, run. Find shelter in your vehicle or behind a tall, sturdy barrier as quickly as possible. Also, follow directions from park rangers. They do run. So as you pull into Madison campground there in Yellowstone, there's often lots of elk there, right outside the campground. And I've seen them run across the street with no warning, man. They're like fighting each other during the rut, and then they just boom, they're across the street. So elk mating season.
Nope. No selfies during mating season. I mean, no selfies usually is good advice, but especially not this season.
And we've all dreamed of, I don't know if we all have, but many of us have dreamed of, look at that, my audio I think is off on the video for some reason. I don't know how to fix that live. I can fix it in post, but don't know how to fix it live, so you'll have to deal with that. Through hiking a major trail. So 5-year-old Harvey through hiked the Appalachian Trail before he started kindergarten. Did you see this?
I saw the photo. That's amazing.
Yeah. His parents completed the Appalachian Trail. It's 2,193 miles. It starts at Springer Mountain in Georgia, ends on the Mount Katahdin in Maine. We carry Katahdin products. I wonder if there's no E on this one, so it might just be Katahdin in Maine. Yeah, so they started in the spring. It took them a long time, 209 days. They slept in a tent, woke up at 5:30, started hiking, braved the rain, cold, sleet, and snow. And now the 5-year-old can say that he completed the AT. He's 5.
You think he loved every minute of that 200 plus days?
Nope. I think he had some tough days out there. But the crazy thing is he'll remember. He's old enough to remember it, but he's not going to like remember it. You know what I mean? Like he's going to later on when he's older, like 12, he's going to try and hike another trail or something and be like, dude, this was kind of hard. Like, can't believe I did this when I was 5, but they went really slow. And yeah.
I wonder if he'll get bored with like small walks around the block now. Like if the parents just go out, how come I have a feeling this isn't going to be the last of those adventures for that kid?
Once you go 2,000 miles, you can't just go around the block. I mean, how do they keep this kid busy every day? I should mention roosters. Thanks for the beer.
Thank you, roosters. I'm on campus. And I have no roosters, but I do have.
You're dry AF on campus.
Yeah, it's so sad.
You can't even sneak it, sad. Todd. You're on video.
Oh, it's so true. I'm clearly in an office setting.
Yeah, which I love your poster behind you. That's fantastic.
It is just not the same. It is not the same without a drink.
Yeah. Courtney Dauwalter broke a record on the UTMB to win. She actually bonked at Hard Rock. She DNF'd at Hard Rock in July, but the Solomon-sponsored runner was back in top form at the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc over August 27th through 28th in Chamonix. And she not only successfully defended her 2019 title, but she did it with a record-shattering flair. This is from Trail Runner magazine. It let fans, followers, and fellow athletes in awe, mesmerizing awe, says the author of this article. 2 years after winning and dominating fashion in her first attempt at this epic race, it circumnavigates Mont Blanc, which, boy, that sounds terrible. 36-year-old resident of Leadville, Colorado, established a new course record of 22 hours, 30 minutes, and 54 seconds. Finished 7th overall. It means 6 dudes finished in front or before her. She's the first female finisher, crushed the rest of the female field. Yeah. Amazing. Good job.
Round of applause. That's amazing.
And then Chile's, I don't know if you've ever heard, I've never heard of this desert. Atacama Desert. It's the driest desert on earth. Yeah. Is it ring a bell? Chile.
No, I do not know.
It just got 3 feet of snow. Could it be a sign of things to come this winter? I don't know. God, I hope so. We're a desert. I just wanted to snow 3 feet in a weekend here at some point. Winter. That's all. But yeah, that's according to Snow Brains. Chile, the Atacama Desert, has been experiencing unusual amounts of snow. The cold front that came through the region dumped nearly 32 inches of snow. Now, again, they're in South America, on the desert down there. So it's known as the driest place on earth. So
if you know me,
so can we.
If you know me, you know that I love, my favorite kind of movies are natural disaster movies. I absolutely love.
That's true.
Natural disaster movies. I even like cheesy natural disaster movies, but I don't even have to watch it in movies anymore. Like, it is just like,
oh, you just watching the news, watching real life.
Yeah, just go to the Weather Channel. Yeah, it's so the driest place on earth. Let's give them 3 feet of snow. That's all right. That's right. As long as there's somebody filming it, I'm down.
Yeah. It's back to school time, and not everyone's happy about that, especially not the Bears.
Okay, it's coming up here, guys.
And this bear decides to take off with the kid's backpack.
No.
Tree right there. Look at it.
All right, but Mama Bear's coming up here.
It's kind of scary.
Dad, hurry.
This is a mama bear with the 2 cubs.
Dad,
and
hurry. No, he's getting in my car. Give me a stick.
Oh my God!
Give me a stick.
Give me something. Give me a stick.
No.
Give me that bottle. No, get out of my car.
Make a lot of noise.
No, give me my kid's backpack back. Give it back.
I'm just glad the kids aren't like super scared. They're maybe a little too lackadaisical. But there it is. Pink backpack in the mouth of mama bear. I don't know if you were able to see that, but it's about right there. Here we go.
Bear
backpack.
Oh, there's bear your name for the show. The name for the show is the bear ate my homework. That's
the bear ate my homework. Yeah.
Like, you'd have to take that into the teacher. You're like, no, really, my homework was done. I promise.
I tried to get it back from the bear. Things didn't work out.
My gosh. Quit telling fibs, kid. That's an awesome video. Oh, it's so good.
All right. Well, I think that's in the news section. So worth watching. We have the big announcement that we'll be interviewing producer, writer, director, and main character of The River Runner, that was released on Netflix Wednesday of, I think, last week, I believe. Todd, what'd you do? You just shoot an email out? You're like, hey, I know people. How did you figure this out?
So Thayer Walker, you remember Thayer?
Yeah.
Big friend of Ogden. In fact, he was a local, worked up at Summit for some time. He is married to Jane Kim, a resident muralist. When I say resident, she essentially became a resident out here for about 2 months. So she did the big Monarch butterfly murals, and so the two of them run an organization called Ink Dwell. And so, of course, they were out here long enough that I became very good friends with both of them. And so this was a story that Thayer was working on a few years ago. He also writes for Outside Magazine.
Yeah.
And it's good to have inspiring, amazingly talented friends. And so very, very inspiring story in Outside. I'm sure we'll post links to all these things. And now an incredible documentary. And so just saw it last night myself, and holy smokes, this is an inspiring, incredible story.
Yeah, so we'll interview them live at about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it is Scott, Rush, and Thayer. and hopefully both of us, but you might be busy, right? So
the days just, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Famous people, including us, you're trying to get everybody in the same room together. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find that time to do it. So,
well, if you haven't seen it, this
when
is
you're
the
standing on
preview
top
here, or the
of a
trailer.
rapid, you still know that even though you've done
The River
all
Runner.
of this work to prepare for that one moment, that it could still all go wrong.
Every sport has its time.
Scott, I mean, you are, we said, a world-class kayaker.
All it takes is one person to change it.
The sport wouldn't be where it's at today if it wasn't for him and all his crew that were on another level.
Scott, you're 30 now, so what's the next big adventure?
There's a place in western Tibet, it's called Mount Kailash, and there are 4 rivers that come from this one peak, and they flow in the 4 cardinal directions, and that would be completing the 4 biggest rivers in the Himalayas.
In my mind, it was kind of like as high as you can go in the sport.
The direction became, I'm just gonna get myself in the best shape to run all 4 rivers. And then that year, that was the 7th person that had drowned. It just became brutal.
That's when things, I think, really became way more serious for Scott.
I'd lost too many friends. It was easy to be a dick about it.
He had it pretty rough growing up. I think that all kind of put a chip on his shoulder.
None of us knew how to cope. The only way we knew how to release it was to send a bender.
You can't operate at that level forever.
You gotta have an inner fire, and the second that it becomes unstable, it becomes dangerous.
I could tell something was up with my brother.
When I would flip over, I was starting to lose spatial awareness. Like I didn't know where I was at. And then I kind of just black out. That was the beginning of it all.
Got the call. I went to my knees. Probably one of the worst moments of my life.
They explained what it is that he would need to go through. Then Scott was like, fuck it.
The one thing I was hanging on to the most was the Indus. That was the 4th and final river.
He was wanting to try on kayaking again, and nothing would come in the way.
I was not only physically healing, but I was mentally and spiritually healing. And I was looking towards a bunch of 20-something-year-old kids to get me back in shape.
In the back of my head, I was like, man, has this guy still got it? He might not have the full life expectancy that, we all hope he would have.
I knew I was about to run the scariest rapid of my life, and it was all in my head.
Oh. Yeah, good stuff. So we'll have them live tomorrow, and then we'll have it up on the podcast after we record it. But nice job, Todd. Thanks for putting that together. So we'll chat with Scott there, and then Thayer. So Thayer isn't in it. He just gets a credit. He's a producer, writer. And then Rush, who was one of our first guests on the show years and years ago.
It was like 8-9 years ago. That was honestly probably within the first couple of years.
And why did we even, I don't even remember why, you know what I mean? I just know we had him on. And so we made that connection, and that was cool. So that'll be good. That'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do that in the morning. And not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't really know what to ask. I did know that I was listening to one of the podcasts, and he mentioned that there was like full 30 minutes of like the photos, just the still imagery that they've had to integrate into the film, and they've retouched them up so they're moving, and they do certain things, have certain effects on them. And it's like, that's because there's so much storytelling that was, you're not filming in real time. You had to go back and tell the story of what happened in the past, and a lot of photographs, a lot of old video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it tonight. It's a fantastic film, The River Runner, on Netflix. They did not tell us to say that, by the way. You just should watch it anyway.
No, but it's a nail biter. Cinematography is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. But my stomach was in my throat, and some of these shots over these falls, and as somebody who doesn't do what they do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's when I think I connected more than anything, was just his journey at the end. I think he, and in fact, one of the best lines in there is he made some comment about, because he's very open, very forthright about who he was during this journey. And he was a dick to a lot of people for a long time. Right. And years pass. I think it's about 7 years. He didn't even get in a boat. And then when he started to again, he made some comment about how everything that he used to essentially make fun of, he embraced, right? When he started to kind of look into himself. And that's where I was just like, dude, it's pretty brave to put that all out there. And he did.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if that's your background, if that's what you're known for, and then to sort of walk it back, and put it on film for everybody to watch. It's a big
good
deal.
stuff. Really, really good show. Yeah.
Gear 30 segment. Again, we have the Labor Day sale. Also, Big Agnes is coming out with packs next year. So I didn't know if everybody knew that or not, but yeah, they'll be having packs. And then Hoka, if you're a Hoka fan, they're trying to hit $1 billion in revenue. They own a couple. Okay, who sells more shoes, Uggs or Hokas? Remember, Uggs are you're up on campus right now. You give it like another 3 months, you'll see all the Uggs you've ever wanted to see. But
short skirts and Uggs.
Yeah,
short skirts and Uggs. It's got to be Hoka. I mean, just for volume, I would think.
Yeah, the Uggs have, I think, had some competition. Bluntstone's taken over recently, so Hoka sells more than UGG, but same company owns it. Anyway, they'll have some pop-up stores in New York, the outdoor hotbeds of New York and LA. So I believe they are trying to sell their road shoes in these pop-up stores. So if you're interested if you're in New York or LA and want to check out the Hoka pop-up stores, look for those coming soon. If you're a big fan of Big Agnes, they'll have backpacks next year. I don't believe we're bringing any in as of right now.
I just want to see one. I've always liked Big Agnes. I think that's.
I might have a link here. Let's see if I got a link. Let's go to here. Well, that's the end of the. Let's see. There's this. Oh yeah. Here, let's do this. I can show you maybe a little teaser right here. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Outside Business Journal. Let's see. It's a little colorful. It's got maybe a little bit of a Cotopaxi vibe, sort of, but not too much. And then words. And here we go. Packs.
Those are pretty good looking. Can you zero in on that at all? Make that
zero in. Let's try
on those packs. I'll look them up.
No, I can't do that. But
they got sort of that Osprey minimal, which I kind of like. Not tons of bells and whistles on the outside. Those are good looking.
A 60, 40 looks like, and another 40. It's kind of hard to tell in that picture. I gotta actually read the thing, which I haven't.
60 is a good size.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was it for everything. Oh, I have one that didn't make the cut, but we could make the cut. It'll make the cut if you want. A bear was released, and boy, he was pissed off because he was, once you're like, you go through and they do all the testing on you and then they release you back into the wild, you're not the happiest bear. So this bear took out the camera. Let's see if I can make this big. There we go. So he gets out.
There we go.
And he rushes. Boom, bam. There goes the camera.
Yeah, he'd been thinking about that for a few minutes.
That's good stuff. When you're a bear, All right, let's see. I don't know how to pull this. I'm going to have to figure out how to make this happen a lot easier. I don't know how to get my pages back. There we go. I do have a quote of the week, though, which I found this one was pretty good and sort of helps in life in general. Quote, "Perhaps the truth depends on a walk around the lake." End quote. That is from Wallace Stevens. So, man, it's good to be back. Thank you, Banyan One, powering today's 378th episode of the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show. Listen and subscribe on YouTube or your favorite app as far as listening to podcasts. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, Podbean app as well. All the show notes will go into the blog, and the links are in the blog. If you want to chat with us, DM us on Instagram at Ogden Adventure. And then I pulled up for our outdoor jukebox, and I've got to figure out how to get this ready to roll. I think I got it. A song by Orchard Wild, because we had them on van sessions, and oh crap, I don't know where it's going to start. Let's see. It might start in the middle of a song because I forgot to reset it. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you remember this? Do you remember them singing this? Yeah, this is pretty great. Orchard Wild. John Muir would say the mountains are calling and we must go.
Let's go.
Stay apart forever, 'cause love is divine. Love in their hearts is mine. And I could change if never could find another way. Won't you believe? Oh, my love is in the night.
Yeah.